All right, there we go. I think I'm recording. Cool, man. So,
Yes, sir.
how you doing? I know I was already asking you how you're doing, but how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. Doing real good.
That's awesome. So, we talked. You've been working out with us for like a month, about a month. You said you started like right after Christmas, and if I remember correctly, you've already lost a decent amount of weight just in this first month, right?
Yeah, about 15 pounds.
15 pounds in a month, man. Do you
Yeah.
realize how awesome that is?
Yeah. It got to where like some of my pants were fitting real loose. So yeah, it was a good feeling.
That's awesome, man. So how is that, how has that been? You've lost weight. How does it feel? How does it feel? You've been grinding, doing the workouts. I see you on our app. You do it. You're consistent. And you respond to me, which I really appreciate. But you've been really consistent in your
Yes,
workout.
sir.
So how does it feel that you've done that? That you've achieved that? How does that feel?
It feels good because before I started working out with Focus Fitness, you know, I wasn't really active at all. I
Right.
was just go to work, come home, be tired all the time, and eating bad. Wasn't focus on calories. Now anytime I go somewhere, I try to be more conscious of the calories and try to, um, eat closer to my meal plan. Try not to veer off too much. Um, but yeah, it's been a good change. I've been more energized and feel like my body's getting stronger. Some of the workouts they're still hard, but
Right.
they're getting some of it's getting easier as time goes on. You
That's
know,
That's awesome, man. So I guess backtrack a little bit. What kind of inspired you, or what led you to wanting to work with us and wanting to work with us as a nutrition coach, training? What kind of led you to want to do that?
basically, I reached a point in my life like I was the biggest that I've ever been. Like from the time I was in high school to even growing up, after high school, I was always like in pretty good shape. But this, last couple years, I went through a traumatic experience, losing my dad and stepmom, and I kind of got in depression, and then was I think last year, no, 2019, I had gained like 40, maybe 50 pounds, just from eating because of depression. And then it got to where it started causing health issues like I became pre-diabetic, and then I started having chest pain. So it was basically like my body was telling me I needed to make a change.
Yeah,
And I was fortunate that I got to be introduced to you guys, and since then it's made a dramatic change on me.
that's awesome. That you, I mean, it's hard, the things that you went through definitely, but it's awesome that you saw, that you needed to make a change. Not everybody does that. You know,
Yeah,
some people just get deeper and deeper into that hole. So man, that's incredible. I feel like me and G want to do our best to provide, you know, a platform and accountability and things to help you get to where you want. But really, at the end of the day, it's up to you. And so I really
yeah,
appreciate you. You're on it, man. You respond to me whenever I'm, like reminding you of different things. A lot of times I don't even have to remind you to do your workouts. You're on it. And so I feel like
yeah.
we're just kind of there providing you with information, and you just go after it because you
Mhm.
see that these things are important, which is really awesome. Um, but with that, how do you feel like, since you've been working with us, obviously you've lost weight and you feel stronger, you feel better, which is awesome. Like I can't emphasize that enough, man. Like not everybody does that, you know. That's not an easy task to do. So I know this is just the first month. Like, dude, you had so many more goals and things that you're gonna accomplish. I know for sure. Um, but how do you feel like me and G and really just through the app, maybe the workouts, the plan? How do you feel like what we've provided for you? How do you feel like that's helped you? Maybe what have you enjoyed about it? Maybe like the most from this first month.
I mean, it's a lot. I enjoy the accountability, because you're always checking on me. You and Coach G, you'll text me at times. You'll message me through the app, or you'll check on me. So that makes a big difference. Also, just the way the app is laid out in such a way that it's easy to get your workout in. You'll basically aligns everything out for me. So I ain't got to think about, okay, what workout I need to do. It tells me everything I need to do. If I don't really know how to do an exercise, I can watch the video and it'll tell me how to do it, and then I can get on with the workout. And also it's convenient because I work a rotating shift. So there's times I work days, sometimes I work nights. So
Right.
a lot of times I try to either get my workout in before work, or if I'm working days, I get it done when I get home, in the evening. And so it allows me to be flexible instead of, having to work out at a consistent time all the time.
Hmm, that's true. Yeah, that's one thing I really like about it too. It just makes it more convenient. It's a lot easier. That's awesome, man. I'm really I'm really happy that you've seen the benefits. Like I said, not everybody, even though it is very convenient, and you can choose to do the workouts when you want to, and most of the time they're not crazy long. Um, not everybody sees that. Some people still don't make time for it. Even though you can have workouts that are 15 minutes, um,
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes, like you can make time for that, but not everybody does that. And so I just want to say props to you again, man. Like,
I
you
appreciate that.
you've made time for that. I know I wanted to ask you goals and things like that, but really, you've done these things for you, for your health. With another month from now, you'll probably lose more weight. You'll start feeling even better. A few months from now, even more. And so I just want you to. But then you'll have a week or a few weeks where it's like, man, I'm not. Why have I not losing as much weight as I did that first month? But you look back and
Yeah.
you're like, man, it takes time. You're consistent. You lost this much weight, and so I just want to remind you that there are going to be times where it may not be easier, or it may not be as easy. But if you keep doing what you're doing in the long run, uh, you're just gonna continue reaching those goals. So talking about goals, what coming into this, what do you feel like were maybe your main goals that you had? Yeah, what were your main goals that you feel like you've had and maybe even have right now, with working with us?
So one of my main goals is to, like, of course, drop weight. I got the biggest I've been is 323. And my goal is my long-term goal is to get to about 215, or once I get there, probably 185 or something like that, you know. But that's long-term. So working with y'all now, I got like short-term goals. So
Right, right.
my short-term goal is to get to 300, and I'm real close. Had a little hiccup this past week moving, but I plan on being able to hit that goal by next week. Focusing on my diet and workouts this week, and by next week for sure I should be at that goal. Um, and then another thing, from doing the workouts, I've noticed my endurance is going up. Like being able to play with my kids. I don't get tired as much, or I'm not falling asleep all the time. I got more energy throughout the day. So I've just from working out with y'all for a month, I've already gained a whole lot more health benefits than what I had before.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I love to hear that. Thinking about, your kids, family, one thing that I definitely notice is, you know, I'm sure, you've been with us for a month, so it's kind of a quick time so far, but I'm sure in the next few months, man, you'll be a huge inspiration to those around you. If not already. I don't know if anyone's ever been like, man, you've been putting in work, because you have. And so if you haven't already, I don't know if you have any specific things or people have, mentioned something to you. If you haven't already, man, you will. You're
Okay.
inspiration. People will notice. You will see that, and then in turn, you'll be the one who gets to, help them. Like, man, it wasn't easy. I lost a lot of weight, but it was so worth it. I felt so much better, and you'll be able to help them, which is really cool. That's one of my favorite parts about this. That this is a lifestyle change, and you're gonna be able to help other people too. Uh, so, dude, I'm really proud of you. I know we haven't gotten to talk a whole lot. It's just been a month though, so it's like, and it was kind of a
Yeah.
holiday season, kind of busy, crazy month, and you still
Mhm.
lost weight. You still feel so much full of energy, and so I think that goes to show that, I know it's not going to get necessarily any easier, but you're going to continue to grow and continue to put in that work, man. And we're here for you. As always, me and you are just, here to answer questions, to help you with any types of goals that you have, man. I'm just super proud of you. And what I like to do when I have these calls, I know hopefully people will get a chance to watch this and see how just in a month, man, you've done so many awesome things. But I'd like to ask, if you have any words of wisdom for those who may watch this, or maybe even for yourself if you go back and watch this. Words
Um,
words of wisdom that you want to leave as we close this.
so just words for wisdom. Once you find your why, basically. Um, for me, my why was my wife and kids. I want to be around and see my kids grow up and be able to spend time with them. I want to be there for my wife, be healthy, be able to enjoy life. And so I would tell everybody, man, find your why, find the reason why you want to make a change, and let that be your motivation every day. Some days will be tough, but when you think back on your why, your family, whether whatever your goals are, that'll give you the motivation to work out when you don't feel like it, or to pick a healthier option when going out to eat versus eating fried foods and fatty foods. So that's be my you know words of encouragement for people.
That's awesome, man. I love that. What's your why? Find your why. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't think I have anything that could top that. So I'm gonna leave it at that, man. That's awesome.